Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Big Dangers Views. Okay, so, we just got back from the showing of the new Godzilla film. And before we get started, spoilers galore.
Ugh.
This
Of course.
This video is just spoilers galore, so if you want to see the movie, which I suggest that you do, then definitely click out of this video right now. But if you are interested in what we have to say before you see it, and just want to learn more about the movie and hear all this other stuff, or don't really give a damn, or have already seen it, then continue watching this movie. And if not, then just click back here after you see the film for yourself, or if you just get bored one day. So, anyway, on to the review. What's to say about this movie?
Not enough Godzilla.
Oh god, not enough.
Not nearly enough.
Yeah. So.
Well, what are your thoughts?
This. I mentioned before in the original review that we did of the original Godzilla movie, which. Where'd it go?
Right here.
Which.
There goes my phone. Right here.
Which
you just
David
did that
has
earlier.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, lighting was bad.
Masterpiece.
Yeah. Amazing film, by the way. You can watch the review on my channel after you're done watching this or later. And yes, we did change scenes. I did change clothes and stuff like that, but we did change areas so you can just see more of what's going on. And yeah. So basically, like David mentioned, it has far too little Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was expecting all these huge monster fights and stuff like that, but they just focused far too damn much on the humans.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't balanced out.
It was a bore at those scenes.
Yeah. It was cool. We got the briefing info.
Yes.
We got the briefing info.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I liked it. You know, it was emotional at first, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden they're trying way too hard to make it emotional.
They just tried to make it too emotional and too much of a bore. I mean, some of the scenes in it were just like they just focused far too much on him trying to get back to his family. Oh no, please.
As if we really care.
We don't.
I mean, it was predictable. We already know he's going to get back to her.
Of course. I mean, just about any film. I was actually hoping at the end of the movie. I know I'm skipping around this film, but at the very end of the movie, when they're pulling him out of the rubble, I was like, please don't let the mom still be alive. Just kill her off and make it actually this emotional roller coaster worthwhile, because that earlier in the movie so at the beginning of the movie, and this is when it was actually emotional, the mom dies. The main character, his mom dies at the very beginning, and we all see this in the trailers, the scene where she's like going up against the fog, coming in. Really?
Sorry.
I can't blame you.
I'm addicted to Facebook, guys.
Yeah, basically. And I'm going to be updating my Facebook page, and if you guys aren't on the Facebook page yet, then go on to Facebook and type in Big Down Guys channel, 'S channel, and yeah, just like it. It's been a while since I've updated stuff. I've just been extremely busy with stuff going on. I mean, it's been chaotic here, so that's why I haven't done very many reviews lately, and that's why I haven't uploaded anything onto my Facebook page. And yeah, I will be talking about this on my Facebook page, and hopefully after I can get this uploaded, I will put a link in the description for it, and then to my channel and everything. And
yeah.
But
I would recommend my channel, but I don't upload that much.
Yeah, definitely look up David Brown.
I'm not really a YouTuber. It's
yeah, you're not anymore.
I like watching videos more and subscribing to people and stuff, like watching playthroughs and listening to music on YouTube.
You were actually the one that showed me YouTube in the first place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
I don't know.
yeah. Check out his stuff. Check out his stuff.
Yeah, one video.
It's a damn good video. What's your channel name on there? Just plain old David?
It's Loner Guitar Boy 2.
Yeah.
But the channel name itself is David Brown.
Yeah, go on to... Type in David Brown. Here he is. He has that one video which he hasn't uploaded. I gave you that microphone, didn't I?
No, you never did.
Oh. Well, I have behind
I used, well, I didn't actually set up a video... I didn't actually set up the webcam program yet, anyway. I was just using my phone.
Well, I have it behind me, so I'll just give it to you now and call it good.
I was just using my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm not planning on uploading anytime soon anyway.
Yeah, true.
I don't even care.
Regardless, just go to his channel, look at his video, it's cool. Alright, so, back to the review.
Oh, we can just put the channel in the description.
Yeah.
The link to it.
Yeah, I will. Back to the review, everyone.
Anyway, yeah, reaction reviewing or what?
I don't know. I was just about to ask you the same question.
Oh, okay.
We're brothers.
Yeah.
Big time. But anyway, so at the beginning of the movie, mom just dies. Basically, they kill her off, and it's a very emotional scene.
Like insane.
Yeah, it was just insanely tear-jerking. And then later in it, fast forward like what, half an hour or so into the movie.
Fast forward like 15 years later.
Yeah, I mean like half an hour or so into the movie itself.
Mm-hmm.
Then the dad dies, and that was also kind of an emotional scene, but not nearly as much.
Yeah.
Then the whole rest of the movie just tries to be so hard. Oh my god, I want to see my family again. Just whining.
Tries hard to be super emotional. I don't know.
They just try to mirror it far too much. I mean, I would have been satisfied if they had just killed off the main character's wife. Then that would have had all the extra tear-jerking stuff. Will he get back? Will he get back? That would have made it actually good. And I know it's going to sound like a maniac, but that would have made it a lot better.
I know they want like a answer in the movie. Like, he wants to find his, wife and child. He wants to find his wife and child, but the thing is, I'm fine with her not getting killed off, or even the kid.
Yeah.
It's not balanced out.
Yes.
It's not at a balance. It's always just him. Oh my god, monster appears for like a second and roars, and then all of a sudden the camera just pans over to him.
Oh god, that was
he's crying! He looks like Peter Parker!
I will always...
Look! And like in Spider-Man 2, like the nerd rage. No! That's what it was reminding me of.
As long as it's not emo. As long as it's... as long as you're not Spider-Man 3 emo, I'm good. But, yeah.
We're not even going to talk about Spider-Man 3.
Oh, God, that's a story for another day. I think I actually did a review of that a while.
Oh, God.
Check my channel, then find out.
I don't even want to watch the review.
It doesn't show the scene, I promise you that. Watch CinemaSins thing on that movie, then you'll...
Just dancing around.
Oh, God. Like, don't even get me started on that, man.
What were they thinking?
Don't even get me started. I will bone you if you even get me started.
Okay, dude. No.
What did you say?
I said phone. That's
yeah, like
kind of crude.
Beep.
God, watch your wording, bud.
Basically, I whoop your ass in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Really, asshole?
I'm joking.
You better be. Bad joke!
It was a good joke.
What?
It was a good joke.
Deal with it. Really? That old POS computer?
Yes.
Just close it up, please.
No.
Thank you! Okay, so, but yeah, far too much...
Got you back.
Oh, I know.
You hit me in the arm.
I don't blame you. And I don't regret it. Good. I will do it again. You know that, right?
Good. We'll just keep going.
Okay. Sure. Brothers. But it's far too emotional of a movie. They just try far too hard. And the scenes with Godzilla, like you said, they just cut it back to the humans. I mean,
every time they show a monster.
Every time. I mean, I think that probably the best monster scene, like, where they cut back to the humans very many times, because, like, there's only one scene in the movie where they don't just cut automatically back, and that's the end fight scene between Godzilla and the two monsters.
And it doesn't even go on that long. It goes on for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even 8 minutes. I think the most footage, if I can like think off the top of my head, that you see Godzilla in the movie, I think it'd be like 15 minutes of Godzilla footage, while the rest is just blabber and what do you call it? Filler.
Yeah, agreed. But probably the best scene where it cuts back to the humans is when the male... I always forget the name.
They didn't even establish... I think it was George. I think that's what his name was.
You said the name a few minutes ago before we started the review.
I did?
Yeah. I asked you. It was some M word.
You did not ask me that.
Then I made the joke about BM.
You were talking about Godzilla.
No, I was talking about the weird Cloverfield-like monster thing.
Oh, the Muto?
Muto, yes, that's why.
Are you talking about Muto?
Yeah.
You describe what you're talking about. You just said one of the main characters in the movie. You didn't say monster.
I thought I did. Sorry, I said
monster. Or you said main character or whatever.
Oh
like, no.
Whatever. It's been a long.
Yeah. Whatever.
If the movie's doing this to you, you know that they did something wrong. But when the male Muto finally comes out, and yes, there's 2 Mutos in it, and it's weird, but when the male Muto finally comes out and when it's unveiled for the first time, I think that they did that beautifully. Mm-hmm. I really loved that scene. It was just executed perfectly, and they had just enough human moments to make it gripping.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the edge of a seat.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, sorry, you're saying
yeah,
something.
but the rest of the film, it's like they just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
Yes.
Like, it is emotional at that point in time. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, wow, dude, like, this thing is just surprising and it's happening and what's going to happen to the Earth? Yeah. And then they just overdo the whole emotional feel the rest of the time, and it just loses it immediately. It just loses its emotion out. Like,
yeah.
It's not emotional anymore. It just loses that. They try establishing it, and they did it well, and then all of a sudden they try way too hard with it.
Yeah, far too many movies that I have seen, they just... It's based... Far too many movies I have seen, they are based around, like some person or some family. Like Battle of Los Angeles, for example.
Oh, God.
That movie I enjoy. It's not the best. It's far from.
I barely remember it.
All I remember is that the weird things that attack Earth, they have like those cylindrical heads, like the guy from Star Wars, that bounty hunter with the weird hat that's all metal that he throws around. It's like Captain America's shield, but a hat. But in that movie, they have good monster action. I will admit they have some pretty good monster action that I actually really like, but then they just focus way too much on the humans, and they do it a lot better than they did in the new Godzilla movie. But I don't know. It's just the Godzilla movie. The monster action is phenomenal. I think it surpasses in a lot of ways some of the other movies that I have seen in Godzilla. The end monster scenes. With Godzilla beating the crap out of those Mutos. That was amazing.
The thing that kind of disappointed me a little, was that he only breathed fire like twice.
Yeah.
And it looked like while he was doing it, he was struggling to do it.
Yeah.
Like well, of course, because after that, he's been getting his ass handed to him. That's another thing I wanted to explain. Like, a couple times, they would establish, like a monster battle then as soon as the monster battle starts, it cuts to the people.
Yes.
And then it's not really a monster battle, in my opinion, until you get to friggin' see it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay, well, can we watch the fight? No, we get to watch the barrier doors close as they go inside. It's like, it's always a human point of view.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to watch the human point of view. I want to watch them fight, like the other Godzilla movies.
And keep in mind, I haven't seen this movie yet, but it was just like a Cloverfield.
Exactly, only without the shaky camera.
Yeah.
Which I actually commend them for.
For having the shaky camera?
Not having the shaky camera.
yes.
Read into my words.
Sorry.
Not having the shaky camera. I commend them for that.
I thought you were talking about you liking Cloverfield. I still haven't seen that one.
It's okay.
We have it downstairs, so I'll probably give it a watch a little bit later.
I'm not watching that again.
Not even with me?
No. No, not even with you. No.
Can't blame you. But yeah, so the first time that Godzilla is unveiled, this really pissed me off in the theater. I went over to David. I'm like, oh my god, they just pulled it. But the scene where they have all this huge build up to Godzilla finally coming out. They're in Hawaii. You know the scene in the trailer where you see the dog barking at the lake that's starting
and then
that's starting to receive them, runs off.
Yeah, the ocean, you mean?
So that they have that entire scene, and then the flares shoot up, and then you see they hit this huge lumbering beast, and
and then they cut back to the subway train.
Yeah,
with the main character and that small Japanese boy. You know,
that part was stupid. That human.
It's like that tiny little detail in the movie that we don't even give a crap about. Oh, he made it back to his family. Oh, yeah.
They have too much of a roller coaster like that, but
yeah, exactly. But then all of a sudden, then the male Muto is there and he tears apart the track, and then all of a sudden
we see the foot just
you see the foot stomp in front of the building. It's all of a sudden in perspective inside of a building.
Yes.
See the foot stomp, and then it shows Godzilla, and then it shows him roar.
Yeah.
But the expression there kind of showed it that it wasn't really that intimidating. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like it shows him roaring, but it just sounds like a wussy hissing sound to me.
I enjoyed it.
And then all of a sudden, you hear his, back cry, as he lifts his head back up, and I just think that the expression on his face just made me laugh a little, because it's just, oh my god.
I enjoyed every.
I liked it though, but it's like, come on, it's like, his facial expression changed from intimidating to hello there, in my opinion. Like he was like, roar, and he's like.
Yes.
That's what I saw. It's like, are you kidding? It's like, is that how they really animated it?
Yes.
But anyway, I mean, the first roar compared to all the old roars, like the original roar, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier in the first review, we watched the Gojira this morning before we went and saw Godzilla, and that movie was really emotional. I gave that 5 out of 5. I gave that perfect score. That was perfect. I mean, they focused just enough on the humans in that one
to make you love the characters.
Yeah, and they don't.
You actually want to know. You actually want to know what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't just cut right back to the monster. Okay, monster, human.
Monster, human, and then mostly human, and then kind of monster.
Yeah.
Not really Godzilla, but more a Muto.
Yes.
It's like they should just call it just Muto. They may as well not even have Godzilla in it.
Yes.
Like, seriously. Barely.
That's a sad reality.
I'm just gonna be honest here. Don't even put... It's like it's barely put in there. It's just Muto. It's like...
Yeah.
Oh, we put our own monster there. We think it looks cool, but... Oh... 8 legs and wings, and a weird-looking hammerhead. Okay.
I couldn't even tell how many legs those things had.
Well, I knew that because I looked at the action figure.
True.
Because I was like, oh, he has 8 legs. Okay, he has horse hooves, and then he has these claw things that kind of just go down like the Cloverfield monster. Oh, and then he has wings like that come off his shoulders. Like,
well, the guy did. The guy had wings.
The male does, but the female is just a giant gorilla-looking thing to me.
Yeah.
I actually like the female one more. It kind of reminded me of Alien Queen mixed with Cloverfield.
I can see that.
I did. Because all of a sudden she's
it had
giving
the
birth.
egg sac.
Or she's... Yeah. Did you hear somebody laugh at that part when he was climbing over?
A little bit.
That kid was like, somebody was laughing like they thought it was balls or something. Like it's balls or something?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, why are we laughing all of a sudden? Like, a couple of people were laughing about it. I'm like...
I admit, I kind of giggle, like...
I'm like... I couldn't even tell what it was at first. I mean, it said, okay, well, I can't tell if it's actually supposed to be its groin or it's pregnant or something.
I was
like, what is it?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they establish it. It's all of a sudden just, laying its eggs.
Okay, if
on top of a nuclear missile thing.
If that was the guy's growing, then he has a shitload of balls.
I know. It's like, is that supposed to be his growing? Because that's a lot of testicles. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. What? That explains how many children that they laid all at once.
Well, yeah, because those are eggs.
Exactly, but
and then they kind of just mold all the eggs and like over that bomb.
It's like a giant mutated fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the scenes with the Godzilla and just cutting right back to the humans. So, anyway, we already established the roar, which David didn't like as much, but...
Well, and later in the film he roars and it actually sounds really good.
He does. He really does. But what are you saying? You're just staring.
No, I was just looking over there.
It looked like you're staring into the abyss. The computer abyss. But anyway, so then they showed the two monsters.
Just looking at the screen.
Then they showed the monsters both run at each other and then clash.
They clash and then Godzilla just bites his neck.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the door's shut.
What? No, that was later.
Later? Oh, you're talking about a different scene.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first scene that you see Godzilla in, the first time that he fights Samuto. So after they fight each other, then all of a sudden just cuts right back to the guy's child.
I know.
It cuts to the guy's child and is like...
Yeah, and I was like, at this point, I was like, now we're watching it on their TV?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just watch the whole fight?
Yeah.
And then later on, they just show it on the movie, like, as it happened.
Yeah, they're showing, like... Okay, it shows, like, the kid, he's looking over, they have the news bulletin coming on, and then they show pictures of them fighting, and then you see in the description, like, Rumble in Hawaii or something, something random like that.
And it keeps on, like, panning back to his mom.
Yeah.
Turn the TV, I already said turn the TV off.
Yeah.
And then it pans to him laying down, like, oh, cute little kid, big whoop.
And it's like, Mommy, look!
Dinosaurs!
Huge explosions on the TV!
And it's like, why can't we see
fighting
that?
each other.
Why can't we see that on the big screen?
I was like, oh my
I just feel like we missed so many epic things in that movie.
If they were able to put all that other stuff onto just one little TV screen, why couldn't they have a huge TV screen?
Exactly.
Why?
Why could they just zoomed into the TV screen or something to show the battle? I mean...
And
I don't know.
That was the first of the 3 times that we see Godzilla.
Then all of a sudden they're moving on to Nevada.
Yeah, that was just...
And I'm like, okay, well, it's logical, but...
Yeah,
all of a sudden we're just moving on somewhere else. It's like, okay...
Yeah.
It barely takes place in Nevada at all in the film.
They just cut back and forth to all these other random locations.
I know, it's like it's like they're not really related to each other, and all of a sudden the main character's over here, and then over here.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's from Tokyo all the way to, what, like San Francisco, or...
Yeah, it was...
They just jump from across the mass. Okay, Nevada. San Francisco. Here we are, Tokyo. What? Why? They just cut, and it's like they're trying to follow the humans, not the monsters.
Exactly.
I
wanted to see more monster action, I'm sorry, but the critics on the Rotten Tomatoes were correct.
Yes.
I was worried when I started reading those. I was like, okay, I'm starting to really get concerned here. So mostly when I was going into the movie, I was hoping, okay, let's hope the human characters are alright.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm starting to like these characters. Like in the beginning with Bryan Cranston's character.
Oh, yeah.
He was amazing. Then all of a sudden, after...
half an hour or so.
After, the death and stuff, and then all of a sudden he's this loony guy.
Yeah.
And he's like really crazy and kind of creepy.
But I liked
it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Then all of a sudden he dies.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like... I didn't really get the full explanation to why he died. I guess when it slammed in... Did he actually fall off the railing?
He did.
Oh, he fell off.
Yeah, and this is when the Muto first appeared, and we're running out of time, so I like to talk about the end fight really quick after this. But anyway, he's on the bridge, and then so he's on the bridge here. There, the thing comes toppling down after the Muto, and then it falls, and then it shows like some weird CGI like ragdoll, but just down, and then all this other stuff collapsing on him.
Yeah.
Not really zoomed in, and then you see, then it comes back to the main character, Dad! Which, in that I actually kind of liked. I know it's just a comedic version, but I actually kind of liked that. But, and then, of course, I was just looking at the dad, and I was like, okay, I don't want this guy to die, but at the same time, because it was emotional, and I was like, I don't want this guy to die, and then he did, and I'm like, okay, sorry for your loss, let's continue on. And
I didn't really like the character, his son, though.
His son, no, I did not like him.
I don't know.
But anyway, with the remaining 5 minutes we have, I'm sorry to cut you short.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd like to talk about the end monster fight. Just about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Goes on for like a few minutes, but it's still pretty good.
I excuse me for my language right now, but it kind of deserves this. Fucking amazing.
Yes.
Again, I'm sorry about my language, but yes.
I don't feel that strong about the end fight, though. I wouldn't say that. I don't feel that strong about it.
I think that if they had just cut all the human scenes in the end fight, it would have been really amazing. I mean, the humans just ruin it. But the scenes where he is fighting the Mutos, that's amazing. I loved that. That was just epic. All the way. I mean, he did get his ass handed to him. Let's be honest. He
a couple times.
Yeah, and what really ticked me off is after he kills the first Muto, because and this was awesome, but and yes, he did shoot the atomic breath at the two Mutos earlier, and I love that there was a haze over it. It wasn't just the dorsals themselves; it was a haze around them as well.
Yeah,
but
the air heating around it and everything, it was really cool.
So anyway, Godzilla just smacked the head of the female Muto, and then
out of the way.
Yeah, just smacked it out of the way, and then the male Muto comes in. They fight for a little bit of time. Hang on, actually no, he just whips the mother Muto. Then you see the haze on the bottom of the tail. Then all of a sudden, he twirls around. It starts to go up and up and up.
Yeah, I love that, but I just didn't like the fact that it didn't light up at the same time, like all his dorsal spines. I thought it was weird how they just started at the tail.
To be honest, I preferred it like that.
I didn't really know why I had to start at the tail. I don't know why they did that.
I'm just glad that it charged up.
I like that they did the atomic breath. I don't even care how they did it. I'm just glad they did it.
As long as it's better than the 1998 one, then that.
I mean, he actually breathes fire, so yeah, good.
Now with 100% less Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Even though I love that actor, but
yeah,
we don't get Worm Guy in this movie.
Yeah, I love Ferris Bueller, but
Worm Guy, I didn't like that part.
Worm Guy, can we just chop him in half?
The Worm Guy, and I just didn't like the character at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, and in that movie too.
What?
Godzilla didn't even really destroy the buildings. It was the military destroying the buildings. Like, he would dodge every bullet and missile.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, the buildings blow up. Oh God!
He wasn't the one that destroyed the Chrysler building. It was some idiotic guy in a chopper.
Yeah, he just dodged it. He just crawled down. And then the missiles just fly around and BAM! There goes the Chrysler building.
Godzilla does have a thing for random buildings, though, in that movie. In the 98 one with Broderick. The guy with the weird name. He does have a thing against just random buildings just nicking out on the sides. CinemaSins actually did this. And no, we're not endorsed by any of these companies or anything like that. All we do is just review them and mention them in the videos. So just wanted to say that in case...
No copyright infringement intended.
Nope.
If there is any copyright towards that.
I'm just wanting to be better safe than sorry. But the end...
We only have a few seconds.
Yeah.
We got 20 seconds left in this video. So.
Wait, we can go a little bit further. Like,
you want to?
Only...
A few more minutes?
Only a couple more minutes, like
Alright.
35 minutes at most.
Alright.
So yeah, we're going to try to keep it within 35 minutes. Sorry about the extended runtime. But this
Next time it's
kind
going to be 25 minutes because that's all our data.
Hmm? No, I can charge up because we're doing the review tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
So
Oh, I mean data.
yeah.
Not power.
But no, we can. I don't know. Whatever. So
Or you can just upload it and delete it.
yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Alright.
But on the end fight of the movie, so of course we have the atomic breath. Let's talk about when he kills the female Muto. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
That's
amazing.
pretty much my second favorite scene.
Second favorite.
My first favorite actually is where Godzilla actually does his tail whip on the male one.
Oh yes.
Into the building.
Oh, that's what I was about to mention earlier.
And that was actually my favorite one right there.